So in this video, I'm going to talk about the second book in my series, ESL and Language Learning in the Age of AI, Volume 2, ChatGPT Unleashed by ChatGPT. ESL and Language Learning in the Age of AI. And so in this particular volume, I'm going to talk about reading ESL and ChatGPT, pronunciation ESL and ChatGPT, listening ESL and ChatGPT, the difference between Gemini and Copilot, ChatGPT versus ChatGPT versus chatbots, and Call Annie. Google Bard renamed its AI to Gemini, while Microsoft Bing AI named its AI to Microsoft Copilot. Both Gemini and Copilot uses a microphone voice recognition system to hear what the user says, and both Bard and Bing can read aloud any story that is generated back to you. Listening to AI read the story back to you helps the ESL student practice his listening comprehension by associating the written word with the correct American English pronunciation. You can also ask AI to read aloud in British English or Australian English. You can have ChatGPT create real-life conversations or role-play dialogues, and then have ChatGPT read back in perfect English the real-life conversations it has created. ESL and reading and ChatGPT. ChatGPT immerses the reader in an interactive reading lesson. ChatGPT can generate any story of any genre, of any author, of any English level for the student. Through ChatGPT's diverse range of text and conversational interactions, learners encounter varied vocabulary, varied grammar structures, and contextual nuances. Prompt: I am a beginning ESL student. Write my science fiction story in the style of Gene Roddenberry. Highlight or bold difficult words and explain any slang. Prompt: translate name of story that AI generated into my native first language. ESL pronunciation and ChatGPT. ChatGPT 3.5 can give you a textual explanation of English pronunciation, but ChatGPT 3.5 does not have the ability to hear the student. However, Microsoft Copilot, formerly Bing AI, and Google Gemini, formerly Bard, can hear a student's pronunciation and you can ask for feedback on how to pronounce and properly enunciate the word. Then both can read aloud its output to help you associate the word sound with the text. Later in this book, I will introduce you to an app called Call Annie, who can actually hold a spontaneous conversation with the reader. And so in Microsoft Copilot, you can say, I am a Chinese ESL speaker. What is the difference between the R and L pronunciation in English? And what is the phonetic transcription to the word transportation? ChatGPT and ESL assessment. ChatGPT aids ESL learners through interactive assessments and personalized feedback. ChatGPT can create assessments or essay feedback that check for grammar accuracy, vocabulary usage, and speaking skills. And also ChatGPT can help teachers by creating vocabulary or grammar tests and quizzes. Limitations of ChatGPT in ESL education. ChatGPT struggles with cultural nuances and spontaneous adaptive dialogues. ChatGPT lacks real-time pronunciation corrections. ChatGPT lacks empathy and emotion that students need to motivate them to succeed. Students still need human tutors to provide spontaneous feedback and conversation with substance. Human tutors versus ChatGPT. ChatGPT's limitation in providing domain-specific feedback and real-life conversational scenarios. Human tutors offer personalized feedback, emotional support, and adaptive instructions. And human tutors can also provide the empathy and the bonding students need to succeed. However, some students prefer ChatGPT as a tutor because ChatGPT is non-judgmental and is available around the clock. What is the difference between a chatbot and ChatGPT? A chatbot automates routine interactions. A chatbot is rule-based. Chatbots are used for customer service and basic queries. Chatbots lack nuance and are rigid, whereas ChatGPT is a context-aware language model. It has deep learning and natural language understanding. It has creative writing, translation, and dynamic conversations, and it is not rigid like a chatbot, and it can be adaptable and has human-like interaction. Speaking, listening, ESL, and a chatbot named Call Annie. And so Call Annie is an AI-powered chatbot designed to help users practice English conversation. Features: ChatGPT powered Call Annie chatbot is always available. Users can interact with Annie anytime, making it convenient for ESL learners. Conversational practice. Annie engages in dialogue, allowing users to practice speaking and listening skills. Annie can address a variety of topics, from daily to specific interests. This is how Annie helps ESL students. Speaking practice. ESL learners can practice speaking English in a natural, interactive way. Listening comprehension. Engaging with Annie improves listening skills, vocabulary expansion. Conversations expose users to new words and phrases. Confidence building. Regular practice boosts confidence in using English. ESL student. Can you tell me about your hometown? Annie. Certainly. My hometown is a small coastal town called Seaside. It's known for its beautiful beaches and seafood restaurants. And you can get Call Annie on your phone, and it's only on your phone. It doesn't have a desktop equivalent. So Call Annie prioritizes speaking practice and offers personalized learning experiences. Annie rewards and keeps track of a learner's progress to keep learners motivated. Annie asks questions like, "What book did you read over the weekend?" and engages in natural conversational topics to motivate learners to speak English. Annie also tells great suspenseful stories like she's doing in this picture. It grants the wielder of the magic wand the ability to manipulate time and space. And so ESL learners learn English by listening spellbound to the very end of Annie's fun stories that she weaves together from her ChatGPT dataset. Arriving in 2025, discover effective ways to increase student engagement in online education with the help of Professor H's new book. I hope that you've enjoyed this video. And if you like this video, don't forget to subscribe to the Professor H writing channel. And if you have any questions, feel free to email me at any time.